heartland, Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. Memorial Stadium will be jumping in anticipation of what we've got in store today. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hoosiers will put toe to leather to crank us up. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Illinois' offense will get the ball first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Illinois lining up quickly, making side adjustments here. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Indiana's offense will take the field for the first time. And David, if you like big plays, and I know you do, and highlight real catches, and I know you do, we've got a guy for you on this offense.
Man, it's so fun to watch him, not for defensive coordinators or defensive players, but this is a guy that can make plays all over the field. He will be highlighted, just the speed, the playmaking, the catching ability. Jesse, he will make plays early and often.
Man, it is so nice as a quarterback when you have a guy like that lining up, because you can just throw it anywhere in his vicinity and trust he's going to find a way to get it done and make the catch. Even when he's defended, he is always open, and you're going to see him line up all over the field, and he'll get the ball in a variety of ways.
Looking to pass. It's great. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Makes the quick grab. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you want it to be. You want it to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure with every win. That makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at, they're going to be playing for a Big Ten championship.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after firing? Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB, and this one put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He shanked it. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Gray. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. New set of downs after the completion. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Hoosiers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Illinois right back to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw again. Here comes the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And the Hoosiers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just a little off. Incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They get to him as he throws. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out. He's backed up and touchdown, Indiana! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And you got to get penetration right away on these pump blocks. They get penetration, get in the backfield, get right in the punter's lap, get their hands on it, and then guess what? Now it's a live football. They scoop it up. They take it all the way back to the house.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. As if it weren't a big enough play just to block the punt. They scooped it up, put it in the house, and man, oh man, did they give their team some energy. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Illinois lining up quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Back to pass, it's Gray. Got his man down the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the Hoosiers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Complete to the right. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a 1st down here to open the period. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
How about the bringing the free safety down, blitzing him? You could tell completely disrupted the offense. They didn't know how to handle it. Free safety chases the QB, gets him on the ground.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Hoosiers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to run for it. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It is perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the catch. It's Cuber. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback, who makes a sure tackle. Motion from the wideout. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Got his man quickly. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the boot, looking for his man. Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Illinois right back to the line. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, fighting Illini. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out, where are my playmakers? Who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here?
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
A little release to the back.
Well, the offense on third down there, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north, but the defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now this offense is back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the catch. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gets it out fast. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Illinois lining up quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Pocket breaking down. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Got his man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's second and long. Quarterback pulls it on the zone read. He'll go left. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Illinois needs a big play here on third and long. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Illinois.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to Central New York after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To throw, it's Gray. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off play action. The throw. And that pass will be... We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Give to the running back. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They boot it away on fourth down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. first down. Looking down the middle. Pulls it in. It's Morton. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. He'll throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Looking downfield, it's Gray. Makes the grab, it's Johnson. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The kick is on its way. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Gives it on the option. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Short throw is complete, and he'll grab it, step out of bounds, and pick up the first down. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Illinois has it teed up, ready to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dropping back, it's Gray. Here's the pressure. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Might be changing the route. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that,
breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Illinois right back to the line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illini!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
21, Indiana 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking for a man. It's Gray. Got it in the middle. It's Tcfssl. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Third down play from the gun. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Morton. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Fowler. Now the connection takes it to the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to set up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal. And the Hoosiers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Back to pass, it's Gray. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Didn't make him sweat it all. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Turning it on! And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Fighting Illini using that big run to get momentum going. Off the play fake on first down. Takes the easy completion. Oh, what a move to get room. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Here's a heat. On the move, he fires. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. Finds a little space. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. Pass to 45. Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Hoosiers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Gray. Touchdown, Hoosiers! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll run the screen. Not quite going to get there, and he couldn't get this game tied up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Out of bounds at the 46. And first down for the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cuber. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Rides the back on the option to give. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking back.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. The give out of the gun. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Illinois lining up quickly. Now the play fake. With the catch, it's Sampson. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that kind of toughness is something you can't coach in quarterbacks. You either have it or you don't. Being able to deliver strikes like that for touchdowns when you know you are going to get absolutely popped, man, it is hard to find QBs like that. This offense has one.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Oregon has some work to do, but go against this team at your own risk. The program who played in the first ever CFP championship is always a threat to come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Michigan State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air. It's Gray. Under fire. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. From the gun, the running back has it. Fouls through the defense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Off the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. He'll throw on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Now don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Wants to throw. It's Gray. Got a man. It's Bradshaw. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. And this one is perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Gray. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. On third down, he drops to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Tcfssl. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the wideout. This one's complete. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. To the air on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Gonna look downfield again. Grab near the marker. It's Tcfssl. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And the Hoosiers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Gray. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Pressure coming. Just about had the pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. That'll pull them back to within 6. Just over 20 seconds to play. They must recover this onside kick to have a chance. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The most satisfying play in football, and they remain undefeated. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented, Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on.